Okay, well, I think I'm live now, which it's a good thing nobody watches me because I actually, for the first couple seconds, had forgotten to switch over to my stream starting screen, so people caught me staring down at my phone. But anyway, we'll take that out, right? We'll take that out in post production, and yeah, we'll get my music started here. So earlier today, I completed day 3 of Advent of Code, and what am I now? One, two, three, four. So the more I work on Advent of Code, the farther behind I fall, which I don't know. Don't know what to take away from that. Nothing good, I feel like. But instead of pushing on a day 4 right now, this is probably not going to be a long stream, but who knows? Because it's already, wow, time has a way of getting away from me. But anyway, I completed day 3 earlier, and as my stream title says, I am theoretically using this opportunity to do Advent of Code to learn Rust. But I basically just slammed a solution out for day 3. And let's actually, I'll get into the code here, and actually I'll get into Rust. Not sure why there's a 2015 directory in there. It's just, okay. A little cleanup there. So I was saying, oh yeah, I basically slammed the solution in for day 3 here. And I actually had some people in chat interact with me and, giving some constructive feedback on my Rust code that it wasn't very rusty, I guess. And I guess one of the problems of kind of doing little programming projects like this is the incentive is not to write like real code, but just to slam something into to solve the problem. But I figured, well, okay, if I'm actually going to go through the pain of learning this language, then maybe I should come back and look at this and maybe try and rustify it a little bit more. So that's nominally the intent of this stream, and considering depending on how that goes, can maybe start on day 4 and try not to fall even farther behind, but seems kind of unlikely considering how late it is. But well, anyway, there you go. So let's just get into the correct directory here. Oops. I would not have thought that would overrun. I ran it. Oh, okay. So so the big thing I'm doing here is like I'm kind of doing like a CS thing where I'm declaring some values and I'm only initializing them to 0 because Rust does not like uninitialized values, and then I'm passing them in as out parameters. And then the function itself is returning true or false, whether or not it was able to actually, in this case, parse the number. So this is kind of a nice, I don't know, I'm loath to use the word pattern, but pattern, because you can kind of go through this whole string of logic, and if anything of returns false, you just kind of bail out, and then in this case, since we're in an if loop, we just kind of fall back. Actually, I'm surprised I'm doing that. Surprised I'm doing this. But anyway, so but having out parameters and uninitialized memory, because Rust is all about memory safety, is not very rusty. So I thought what I might do is essentially what I did in my solution is I skewed using regular expressions and, wrote a parser. And if I was gonna, use this for real code, I would presumably not write, or I would presumably at some point actually want to write a parser, for which I would not use regular expressions. So I thought I might come through here and try and make this more of a legit parser. And I think I have everything committed. And okay, I'm even on a branch work. I guess I could, just for giggles, I'll merge that into Rust, but then just go back to work. So anything I do here, I can back out of. But so I guess if I was going to do this for reals, I would probably do something. I guess what I'll do is I'll write, quote unquote, the usage code first. So what I would do here is probably and I guess it would probably have to be mutable. And since this problem is all about multiplication, I guess I'll call this a mul parser, and I'll pass in my input. And I guess at this point, I would just loop. And so I guess I would do match on parser. I don't know, let's just call it next token. And so there's, what we care about is, well, so if we get a left and a right, I guess we'll probably need some logic here. So so what we'll do is we'll do part one. Actually, first thing we're going to do is multiply left by right. We're going to let part one, not produce, product. Although produce is also not bad for you. I would highly encourage everyone to get their daily calories in produce. But so add product to part one, and if we're doing it, then we will also add the product to part two. So now we have some other options. We're going to have, I guess, enable, and in that case, we will want to set do it equals true, and disable, and we'll set do it equals false. And then I guess we'll have end of file out of which we break, and we return our solution. So I guess that means now we need to implement the mul parser and this stuff. So not quite sure how to do that in Rust. I have some ideas. I have notions. Actually, I won't delete that quite yet. But I guess the first thing I'm going to want to do is we'll define our struct. And I guess we're going to have this iter, and I guess this will be applicable chars. I have a bad feeling I'm going to have to associate some sort of lifeline or whatever they call it with that. So then I think I do this. And we're going to do function new. We're going to want actually this input. And we're going to return a mul parser. So I guess this is going to be mul parser, and we're going to want to do exactly, I guess I deleted that code. So we're going to want to do input And actually, I guess I gotta give this name here. Oops. And I'm returning that. And then I guess I'm going to want and I guess I'm going to have to take a cell and return, well, guess I'm returning a token. And maybe I actually want to put this underneath this public function. I know it's kind of nice. It's nice having at least the struct definition up here, but all the logic here is going to end up in this impl. I don't know. You know, let's just leave it up there. Screw it. So, so now we're going to want to get these tokens out, which means I guess I need to define these tokens. So, not 100% sure how to do this, to be honest with you. Let's go to the Rust book. Where does it talk about enums? So I guess it looks like I can apparently just oh, okay. I see what this is doing. So I'm going to need this enum for tokens, right? And I'm going to have mul, which is going to take, I think I was saying U32s. We're going to have enable, disable, and end of file. So that's what that's going to return. So let me take a look at my functions down here. So this could get the mul could get a little tricky because there's multiple parts we need to actually parse there. Which I guess I could actually use this expect string and parse number. So let's do this. So if we get some, and I think, right, what I've learned now is, actually, I'm not sure if I have to explicitly reference self or not. I guess the compiler probably right now equals but else this is the easy case. We will we'll just return an end of file. So actually, I don't know if a match will work here. Actually, it might. So, but our cases are probably so trivial, it's not worth doing a match. But hey, so we're gonna have M, and we're gonna have D, and then anything else we're actually, I don't think we want to return. Well, do we want to return something here? Probably not. So I think we're going to want to swallow this, swallow that. Um, so now if we get an M, I guess we're going to want to, let's just do parse operation. I guess we may actually want to return that. Or do we? Because, right, just because we hit a D doesn't mean we actually hit a legitimate instruction. So we probably only want to return so I guess I don't know if I need to bracket this or not, but I'm doing it because I can. Actually, that's going to have to be mutable, I believe. And I think I actually am going to have to explicitly return that. Um, actually, that might be it. Right? Even if we don't get a token, I think we should have advanced the iterator. And this up here is going to look, oops. Oh, okay. Not malt, although that would work. But parse mall. Okay. So now we need these functions. So and I almost kind of want to call this whatever. We've made our bed now. We're gonna have to lie in it. This is going to be an option. Token, I think. So, um, so if we're here, we already know we've matched on an M. And I noticed this last time. So the first thing we're going to want to do is advance the iterator. Then so I'm just thinking because, right, I delete that, oops. I delete that code out, but we still have this pattern where we want to, right, you know, try to consume that because we've already eaten the M up here. Try to parse the first int. Try and consume that comma. Try to parse the second int, and then try to consume the closing parentheses. And so these three operations, right, it's basically a true or false type of thing. But these, right, we could have an option. And I'm just kind of struggling with like an elegant way to do that. I guess one way I could do that is well, the rub comes down to parsing these integers. Maybe it doesn't. So next, I think right, we've already said we matched at an M. So next is going to return that M and it advances to the next letter. So I still feel like I want some sort of expect string because I don't want to advance unless I know it's a character that I'm expecting. So I guess what I could do is, if not, I guess at that point it would be that, and we want this mutable reference to an iter. I guess we probably need to return none. In this case, well, here, because right, this parse int, we're saying this parse int should probably return, and I've got this parse int down here, or I don't. Oh, parse number. All right. Actually, I guess we'll just break this out and mess around with this. So the whole notion is here is we don't take an output parameter and return an option. I guess we're saying to U32, right? So This logic probably doesn't even need to change, except instead of returning false, oops. So what are we doing here? I guess we could even move that up there. And then we'll do, yeah. I guess that would probably look like that then. So so I still don't see how you get around. Hmm. So I feel like there's a scoping issue here. And I don't know, can I negate that? Seems unlikely to me, right? Because what we kind of want is if that doesn't match, return none. Then we want to do something like that. Kind of the same thing here. I doubt any of this will work, but and then we'll return I don't know, I suppose I have to do, or can I do it like this? So I'm under no illusions that any of that will work, but I have to at least put something in here to get this working. So, and I suppose I delete that code from earlier. So so what did I have? If what did I say? Enable, I think. I think I'm going to have to. So the way expect strings work, if we match do but then hit a parentheses, we will have consumed the do. So it's going to be this if we broke on okay, so nominally all that code I guess should work, though I have no illusions that it will, and in fact that kind of blew up my terminal there. Expected one of 8 possible tokens. Well, I'm surprised by that. Uh, because I didn't define 8 tokens. I defined 3 of them. So 8 seemed like a highly unlikely number. Okay. So my fever dream fancies about this not lit turned out as expected to not be true. So well, what are the chances that works? Basically 0. Well, oh, I forgot to take the not sign out. Suppose that would have helped me out there. Well, it's not barking at me yet. 14. Yep. So I'm not 100% sure how to define this. I think that might just go in there. Okay. So is it? Let's try that on precise. I am not optimistic. Oh, I guess I don't know if lifetime matters there. Well, what do you call that? I guess I need to put I need to specifically put a how is CNAP found in Like, of course it's not defined in scope. I'm defining it right there. Okay, so we do need to qualify that. Where else do I do this? All right. That's right. I need to. What? Oh, I hit the wrong key. That's what happened there. Oh, you know what? I can just return this. And I think same here. Let's see, 23. Yeah, you got me there. That should have been an option. Why would you expect that? Because I didn't put a semicolon there? Actually, I think I want this to be a... And if we break out of that, then we return null. Or not null, but end of file. So now why don't you like that? Oh. No, wait, okay. We're always returning a token from this. So, all right, well, that's what I had originally. Not sure if I need to... Actually, I wonder if, let's see here. That's what I want. I don't want to return none. Is some and that's got to return a bool. I don't want a bool. I want... Maybe there's not a good way to do it. I was thinking if we could do like... you know what? I probably can't do what I was thinking. That... Oh. So I think in this case, right, we return the empty tuple. Okay, so I think I need to probably... See if that makes the compiler any happier with me. Oh. Oh, that's right. Oh, actually, not even that. Really? I'm a little surprised by that. Oh, actually, what? Why does this think it's not mutable? Uh, like, okay, you can say that, but you need to give me a reason why that's not the case. Like, I've said it's mutable here, and I've called it mutable here. So you're gonna have to give me some reason why. I doubt that's gonna help anything. Okay, well, you just told me to remove those. Oh, hey, look, it's not mutable. Cannot borrow. Well, I'm not going to try that again. You already gave me bad advice. I don't know why you're saying that when it's declared right there as mutable. What am I missing? Right? I literally did the same thing down here. What? Where the heck did that come from? Okay. Oh my God. All right. The binding is already immutable borrow. Oh my gosh. All right. I don't know why this is giving me a hard time. This seems fairly straightforward. Not mutable, even though it says mutable right there. Uh, so if this is coming as a mutable ref, do I not need to qualify it here? That seems highly unlikely to me, but what do I know? Okay, I guess so. I guess I'm not parsing any number at this point. Wait. Oh, that's right. I'm calling parse sid. All right. So I am still getting the correct answer out of this. I think I will call that parse number just for giggles. I know this I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Well, I'm not sure if this is any more Rust-esque, but I've at least actually I don't really see any point in moving that. I guess if anything, I would move expect string up. But of course, now this is very C-esque in that I've got all the the static functions, if you will, above the so-called interface. But I don't know. I suspect nobody's actually watching me. This feels a little bit more rusty to me. And we're still getting the right answer, which is kind of somewhat amazing. And I have a feeling I probably added Yeah, I added almost 100 lines of code there. But there you go. I mean, I guess one nice, did I actually write, oh no, I ended up, I guess I could, advance my iterators here. And actually, oh, I did it down there. I did it down there. Right, and what did I do? Actually, I could do the same thing here. So, actually, I'm not going to bother with an assert, but right, we could advance it there because we know we have a D. So that should change nothing. Oh, but it changed everything. Huh? Oh, that's right. I changed parse number. All right. So, I don't know. That seems a little bit more rusty to me. But I'm obviously not an expert. And the question is if I want to continue on to part 4. But it seems like I probably should not do that. Because it's already past midnight here, and I do have work in the morning. So, as much as I'd like to push on, I think I may call it a stream there. I achieved my goals for this stream. All right, well, if anybody's lurking, then thanks for joining me. Or if you're watching this on the VOD afterwards, thanks for watching. And until next time, I bid you peace and cheers.